Idem 4. I wrote a sequence of radio plays that were produced many years ago by a public radio station in San Francisco and Berkeley, Pacifica Radio. And in retrospect, I think they were inspired by some odd joining of Samuel Beckett and Gertrude Stein. I wish them well in their relationship. But idem itself, the same in Latin, came from a piece of Gertrude Stein. And this is the fourth section. Some are for multiple voices, some are for as many voices as you want. Idem 4, for one voice. Look, I had entered a room large or small, had entered, have been, they wondered, a door. Hills I remember. Hills, I remember hills, white walls at first light, lines of red across the snow. Look, he said, I have been. Winter like straw, bright domes, gilded domes, narrow halls, 8 of wands, great hope. Look, she said, I am entering. Winter, a seamless wall, winter bent double, each word misspoken, red dress, coral necklace, 1 or 2 things have been said. And now I say yes. Now I say yes to the bridge, the dead cross, no thicker than a fingernail, no wider than a knife, eyes fixed on the gates of paradise. Yes to the visible hills, the actual hills, olive trees with gray underleaf, commas between each breath, brief tremor, smell of gunpowder, then screams. It was screams and screams all the way through. Idem, the same hills, same trees, I remember a door. And one wonders, I wondered, one wonders what direction, and remembers, why did they, have you ever, when he said, oh well, and remembers, was burning with, what question, what direction, oh well, had almost, I'm turning, what star, then winter, had they been, even though, falling backward of them, would discuss from her dream, had been worrying, isn't yet, are coming, either hand, and remembers, oh well, oh no, don't ever, saw nothing, fell from means, winter fell, toward means, winter fell, into felt, nothing is empty. She believes me, what question, then winter had told him, we're arriving, then opened, meaning bridges, oh well, meaning bridges, oh well, meaning rivers. And the air perfectly calm, red, yellow, or blue, streets filled with no one. She loved the winter, loved to lie for hours in the midnight sun, left arm crooked beneath her head, the right at her side, idem the same as then plus now. So slept through seasons of heat and cold, and one of rain, fell from a high window, she wandered into the hills beyond the river, never to be seen again. Slight rustling of the leaves, lilac in flower bed of white poppies. He woke inside her dream. Listen, he said. How can I, said she. As there is no image, no city, no image, no one speaking, he would lie the entire day, eyes focused on the ceiling, turns toward the wall, pen in her left hand, small notebook in her right, light snow coating the balcony, trickle of blood from his thumb, sky, red, yellow, or blue, gray if rain, fell forward, breezing her temple, cupped palm holding 3 brilliant stones, woke wondering again who she was. And there is, as there is, no image, no city, horizon, 4 swords, no image, a circle, tall grass, a field from a window, river from a field, no image, no city, cold rain, 7 stars. Then we slept, no image, pitched forward toward the water, fell over in the doorway, light snow against a wall, bright stones in her palm, no image, no city, no images to come.
I dem 4 for en stemme. Se, jeg er, var, trådt ind i et rum, stort eller lille, havde, trådt, har, været, undrede de sig en dør. Bakker jeg husker, bakker, hvide væggen, daggry linjer af rød over sneen. Hør, sagde han, jeg har været. Vinter som strålyse, kupler for gyldne kupler, smalle stuer, 8 tryllestave, stort håb. Hør, sagde hun, jeg træder ind. Vinter, en glat væg, vinter, dobbelthugget, hver ord udtalt forkert. Rød kjole, koralhalskæde, 1 eller 2 ting er blevet sagt. Og nu siger jeg ja. Nu siger jeg ja til broen, det døde kors, ikke tykkere end en fingernegl, ikke bredere end en kniv, blikket festen på paradisets porte. Ja til de synlige bakker, de virkelige bakker, oliventræer med grå underblade, kommer mellem hvert åndedrag, kort skælven, lugt af krudt, så skrig, det var skrig og skrig hele vejen igennem. I dem de samme bakker, samme træer. Jeg husker en dør, og man undrer sig, man undrer sig, hvilken retning, og husker, hvorfor fik de der nogensinde, da han sagde, når ja, og husker, var brændende med hvad, for et spørgsmål, hvilken retning, når ja, havde næsten, jeg vinder, hvilken stjerne, så blev det vinter, stod de lige, selvom de falder baglæns, ville diskutere, ud fra hendes drøm, havde været bekymret, er ikke endnu, kommer hverken den ene eller den anden hånd og husker, ja, nej, gør det aldrig, så at ingenting faldt fra, betyder vinter, faldt mod, betyder vinter, faldt ind i, følte ingenting, at tom, hun tror mig, hvilket spørgsmål, så havde vinteren fortalt ham, vi ankommer, dernæst åbne betydningsspor, når ja, betyder broer, når ja, betyder floder. Og luften fuldstændig stille, himmel rød, gul eller blå, gader fyldt med ingen. Hun elskede vinteren, elskede at ligge i timevis i midnatssolen, venstre arm krummet sammen under hendes hoved. Den højre langs siden, i den det samme, altså plus nu. Sov altså gennem sæsoner af varme og kulde og en af regn, faldt fra et højt vindue, hun vandrede op i bakkerne bag floden, for aldrig at blive set igen. Mindre raslen af blade, liljer i blomsterseng af hvide valmuer. Han vågnede inde i hendes drøm. Hør, sagde han. Hvordan kan jeg, sagde hun. Da der ikke er noget billede, ingen by, intet billede, ingen der taler. Han ville ligge hele dagen, blikket fokuseret på loftet. Vender mod væggen, pen i hendes venstre hånd, lille notesbog i hendes højre. Lidt sne dækker balkonen. Piplen af blod fra hans tommeltot. Himmel, rød, gul eller blågrå, hvis regn faldt fremad. Hun slog sig i tændingen, skålformet håndflade med 3 brillanter i, vågnede og undrede mig igen over, hvem hun var. Og der er, mens der ikke er noget billede, ingen by, ingen horisont, 4 svær, intet billede, en cirkel, højt græs, en mark fra et vindue, flod fra en mark, intet billede, ingen by, kold regn, 7 stjerner, så sov vi, intet billede, kastet fremad mod vandet, faldt om i døråbningen, let sne mod en mur, lyse sten i hendes håndflade, intet billede, ingen by, ingen fremtidige billeder.
On page 115, The Village of Reason. This is a glove or a book from a book club. This is the sun or a layer of mud. This is Monday, this an altered word. This is the village of reason, and this an eye torn out. This is the father or a number on a chart. This is a substitute. this the thing you are. This is the varnished picture, or else an accepted response. This is the door, and this the word for door. This is a reflex caused by falling, and this a prisoner with an orange. This is a name you know, and this is the poison to make you well. This is the mechanism, and this the shadow of a bridge. This is a curve, and this its thirst. This is Monday, this her damaged word. This is the trace, and this the term unmarked. This is the sonnet, and this the burning house. You are in this play. You are its landscape. This is an assumption, the length of an arm. This is a poppy, this an epilogue.
Fornuftens landsby, det der er en handske eller en bog fra en bogklub. Det der er solen eller et lag af mudder. Det der er mandag eller et ændret ord. Det der er fornuftens landsby. Og det er dit øje revet ud. Det der er faren eller et nummer på en liste. Det der er en erstatning. Det er den ting du er. Det der er det forsvundne billede eller også et modtaget svar. Det der er døren, og det er det ordet for dør. Det der er en refleks udløst af at falde, og det er en fange med en appelsin. Det der er et navn, du kender, og det der er giften, der skal gøre dig rask. Det der er mekanismen, og det er skyggen af en bro. Det der er en kurve, og det er dens tørst. Det der er mandag, det er hendes ødelagte ord. Det der er sporet, og det er det umarkerede begreb. Det der er sonetten, og det er dens brændende hus. Du er i dette teater, du er i dets landskab. Det der er en antagelse, længden af en arm. Det der er en valmue, det er en epilog.
And now I'll read just three poems that were written for my daughter as she was gradually growing up. There are 8 altogether. The first of them is, it's back on page 29 and 30 in Notes for Ecolek. It's called Song of the Round Man. Can you find that? Or do you have that here?
Then I will need to find my computer. This is in
Well, we can skip that. I can just read the later ones.
Is that okay? Because otherwise I will have to find my computer.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I'll just read.
Just read it in English.
Okay, I'll read it in English and then we'll move on. And a Song of the Round Man for Sarah when she's older. I was always very interested in the ballad tradition in English and children's songs, the incantatory, counterlogical weight of children's songs that always had their own impeccable logic. And so I started writing these songs, and at one point various of them were published. And Charles Bernstein once came up to me and said, "I'm so glad you did it because now we can all write poems for our children." We don't have to be monsters all the time. Song of the Round Man. The round and sad-eyed man puffed cigars as if he were alive. Gilliflowers to the left of the apple, purple bells to the right, and a grass-covered hill behind. "I am sad today," said the sad-eyed man, "for I have locked my head in a Japanese box and lost the key. I am sad today," he told me, "for there are gilliflowers by the apple and purple bells I cannot see. Will you look at them for me," he asked, "and tell me what you find?" "I cannot," I replied, "for my eyes have grown sugary and dim from reading too long by candlelight." "Tell me what you've read then," said the round and sad-eyed man. "I cannot," I replied, "for my memory has grown tired and dim from looking at things that can't be seen by any kind of light, and I've locked my head in a Japanese box and thrown away the key." "Then I am you and you are me," said the sad-eyed man, as if alive. "I'll write you in where I should be, between the gilliflowers, and the purple bells, and the apple and the hill, and we'll puff cigars from noon till night, as if we were alive. So 152 is the next one. This is called Of This Cloth Doll Which, Sarah's fourth. Of this cloth doll which says, "Oh yes," and then its face changes to once upon a time, to wooden but alive, to like the real, to late into the night, to there lived an old, to running across ice, but shadows followed, to finally it sneezed, to the boat tipped over, to flesh and blood, to out of the whale's mouth.
Saras fjerde. Denne tøjdukke, som siger, åh ja, og så forandres dens ansigt til, der var engang, til træagtig, men i live, til som det virkelige, til sent ind i natten, til der boede en gammel, til løbende over is, mens skygger fulgte, til endelig nyste den, til båden vippede rundt, til kød og blod ud af hvalens mund.
It was a curious, my daughter was given, I don't know by whom, a doll with these various faces that you've folded down, and its identity changed as you folded down
Pinocchio.
these. Hmm?
It's Pinocchio.
It was Pinocchio, yes. Pinocchio. That's why out of the whale's mouth at the end. And there was something quite monstrous about this creature, but also quite wonderful. The next of those is Yes in a Circle, Sarah's fifth. Yes, in a circle, the imagined train, word after recent word, you make them up to come to mean light to shadow day, pond as music's mirror, trees cut from yarrow stalks would be real in order to seem a reasonably green place, a reasonable number of roads, some straight, some curved and narrow, beside rails whose perfect parallels are nowhere else to be seen but in a sealed and measured space called here and now for now.
Ja, i en cirkel, Saras femte. Ja, i en cirkel, det er forestillede tog, ord efter seneste ord. Du opfinder dem, så de kommer til at betyde lys til skyggedag, damp som musikkens spejl, træer skåret af rødlikkestilke, ønsker at være virkelige for at ligne et nogenlunde grønt sted, et nogenlunde antal veje, nogle lige, nogle stodede og smalle, ved siden af spor, hvis perfekte paralleller ikke ses andre steder end i et forsejlet og udmålt rum, kaldet her og nu indtil videre.
This sequence